So what's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. I am your co-host, Triple C, aka Henry Cejudo.
And I'm Mike Tyson. This special guest we have today is the most specialist guest we had since we've been here, and this is the great Khabib.
What's up, everybody? Come on, man. Let's give a round of applause, people. 29-0, retired as a pound-for-pound king.
Hey, man, what are you doing with your life now, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm here in LA with my team. I have 3 guys fighting tomorrow, and just come here to support them.
That's all you want to do? You want to train now? You don't want to fight anymore?
No, I train every day. Like I used to, like all my life. I cannot stop training. This is give me good energy every day. If I'm not training, then I think like I have to do something. About competition, yeah, I'm done.
We all miss you, right? Everybody misses you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Was it hard for you, Khabib, to say goodbye to the sport of mixed martial arts, or he's been doing this since he was a kid, Mike? Wrestling bears to
he retired in his prime.
I think it was like my hardest decision in my life, to stop doing this. And it's like when I remember, I find myself on the mats, and all my life I was training, I was preparation for something like since when I was kid, and now when I finished like half year ago, like every day I go to the training and I do something because I know I have competition. When I was kid, I beginning like in freestyle wrestling, then I moved to judo, combat sambo, MMA. I doing like almost 13 years, last 13 years professional, and all my life I was doing something like preparing for somebody, for some amateur fights, amateur wrestling, or professional MMA. It's like, but right now it's like it's a little bit hard for me, like without competition. But it's like when you finish, you finish.
Yeah, but I don't think you finished. I think you chose to be finished. I don't think you're not finished because someone can beat you. You finished because you lost interest in the sport, right? No?
I think between my retirement and your retirement, I think this is too big difference. I think.
Tell me
why.
Like
when you retired, I think like almost 4 years. Almost 4 years.
Mike's still fighting.
I'm still fighting.
No, I talk about high level. I talk
17 years ago.
No, I talk about high level.
17 years ago.
But
I'm getting more money than the champions, though. It is high level, right?
Like
Mike's a businessman, Khabib. He's a businessman.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about your childhood, Khabib. Obviously growing up in the mountains of Dagestan. I mean, obviously, I've been there before. You've been there too, Mike. Everywhere like in the southern Caucasus of Russia, Makhachkala, Dagestan, Chechnya, that whole area, man. You guys are bred into being champions, man. You guys have a great system, man. What was it like growing up as a kid, as a Dagestani kid in that time, during that time?
I think this is because of very hard life. Like first of all, it's very hard life, and second, I think people in that area they just love competition. This is like inside their blood, like all like thousands.
You guys do falcons too, huh?
Not too much. Not too much.
I went to Kazakhstan.
No
falcons.
No, they do like with falcons, but we hunt with our like hands,
Yeah.
No falcons, and I think like because of this area, like thousands of years, they competition with someone because of because of this place, like where this place right now, like because of geography, like everything. I think this is inside our blood, and and very hard life. If you wanna become on some levels, you have to become success somewhere. If you talk about like business, this is very hard. In that area, become like a success businessman. This is very hard. Like about sport, why not?
So growing up, Khabib, was your dad always, because obviously your dad was your coach, your dad was your friend. Did your dad play all those roles with you?
Like it was like my dad. He was like completely different person than everybody I know. It's like he tried to put me like on fire all the time. Like always, like yesterday when
Check this out. Check this
and
out.
like
Mike.
yesterday he come to check our training. We just finished with Zubaira it's like, and I say like before Zubaira talk about I can beat Henry Cejudo in wrestling match. And I was like, okay, Henry, you here? And I say, Zubaira, you have to check this guy. I make them wrestling. Like all the time when me and my father, like we go somewhere, like doesn't matter, like somewhere house, like friend's house, or somebody come to our house. If I see someone like almost my size, and I look at him like to my enemy, because I knew my father gonna make me wrestling with him, It was like all my life.
So then part of what, because check this out, Mike. So I went over there because I brought some barbers of friends that they're big fans of Khabib. And I brought them over. I was like, no, these dudes flew down because they knew we were having the podcast. You know what I mean? To meet Khabib. So then I saw Zubaira in the bottom. I said, hey man, where you guys at? Like, I got some friends. And I get up there and Khabib's like, oh yeah, you want a picture for your friends? He's like, then you have to wrestle Zubaira. So I'm in like dress clothes, and I just got done smoking 2 blunts, a beer. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
Feeling good.
And feeling good. I'm just like, next you know, I'm in the underwear, like freaking wrestling this dude in front of everybody. But I saw a little bit of what you're talking about with your dad. I can only picture your dad being there. So you did mention it when we were over there. Because he got on me. He's like, no, you want a picture? You're going to wrestle. I'm like, these dudes flew out. I'm like, I have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other way.
It's a great experience, though.
Yeah.
Looking back at your childhood now, Khabib, do you feel like that's what's made you to the person that you are today?
Like I think everything about discipline, and every day, like train, sleep, eat, repeat. Like I think like you guys understand me, like you, especially you, Mike. You guys like one of the greatest athletes of all times.
You gotta breathe it, live it. You gotta be the champ before you become the champ. You have the lifestyle.
Yeah, it's have to become your lifestyle and everything here in mental. Everything about mental. It's like people ask me like when you become champion, what you feel like, and I said no. In my mind, I was always champion. In my mind, all the time when I see someone compete like in my weight classes, and I think okay, like since when I like when UFC signed me, it was like 2012. 2013, 14, like that time, I will think about I'm gonna beat these guys. I can beat all of them. Like everything about mental.
So like what you said, Mike, you have to be it before you become it. Did you knew at one time in your life could be that you'd be like literally you'd be the top of the world, not only in sambo but in the UFC?
It's like this is not about I knew or no. This is like.
Did you have a vision? Is what I'm.
I have vision. I have vision. Like all the time, I think about like if not injuries or if nothing happen, like if I'm gonna fight, like for example, with this champion, I can beat him. Like always, like my mind think about like I just need to compete with this guy. I really wanna compete with him. Like I remember when Anthony Pettis fight with Gilbert Melendez. It was like in Vegas. I was there, like I do my rehab for my knee, and I was very close to Cage, and they fight for the lightweight title. And I think like when fight finish, I was think like these guys people call them like best in the world, and I think I can beat these guys. And my focus was like crazy, And after that, Rafael Dos Anjos, after like 3 months, beat Anthony Pettis. And I was thinking like, hey, 1 year ago, I mauled Rafael Dos Anjos. And I'm here without belt and all these chickens, they fight for my title, I was like, but that time I was injured, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do everything what I have to do, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to maul all of them. And when I come back, like 2016, 14, I have injured, 16, I come back, and it was like two different Khabib. You know, it's like when I fight Dos Anjos and all these fights before I get injured, and after that I change completely because of focus. Because of focus.
What do you think was causing all those injuries? Because you've been in the UFC since what year were you in the UFC? How long have you been in the UFC for?
Since 2012.
2012. I know you were injured for a
2 years.
Yeah, you were injured for a minute. What do you think it was? Could be.
It was very hard time for me, you know. It's like because I cannot compete, and all guys who I beat, they beat someone, and Rafael dos Anjos become lightweight champion, you know. It's like, and I think, okay, I just have to stay focused, you know, improve my game and come back and smash all of them.